Well, first of all, hi, my name is Lisa Benson. I am the owner of Developable Designs and also a partner in the agency that's called Scale Up TDT, or the Digital Trifecta, where we're meant to, our whole purpose is helping you scale your business using Go High Level. So that's kind of what we want to talk about today. We're going to talk about systems and processes and why we use Go High Level. So the big thing for us is us, meaning me, and my team, as we systems and processes are what are getting us to where we need to be. It means that we can rely on things to be working the way we need them to in order to be able to move forward. It's a growing process, it's a learning process, but for to start off with, our main platforms that we use are ClickUp to track all the tasks so that as things come in, we can develop the plan to execute. And everybody's on the same page because it's all in ClickUp. We obviously use Google Docs because everybody does, Canva because a lot of us do, because it's a lot easier for people to collaborate on design and really develop something that shows the brand in the best light. We also use Slack because that's our main communication channel, and the biggest thing that we use is Go High Level. I know we've talked about Metricool before, so I won't go into Metricool. We can schedule social media in High Level, but my preferred method is Metricool, and the reason why I can go to I'll go into detail anyway. I'll go to Metricool, then we'll go High Level, and then we'll backwards. So the reason we use Metricool is, one, it's got an amazing reporting system. We create for approval processes through there and a lot of other things, and actually see when the ideal time per platform is to schedule. So those are the main things I love about it. If you have a WordPress site, you can actually add it to your WordPress site so you can track your site stats too. There's a little bit of a caveat to that, and that is that if I get on my site, sometimes I can affect the stats that are on Metricool. So we do need to go and look at GA4 to make sure that we aren't giving the wrong stats. But as a whole, it's pretty on point. So we've got that, and I love it. And then we use Go High Level. And the reason why we use Go High Level is because everything can be done for your marketing in High Level. From hosting your website, which they do have a host, or you can build it as a site funnel, to creating landing pages so that you can create successful campaigns and be able to track the stats for those campaigns, to tracking the ads. You can develop your social media, you can develop your email and your workflows, and you can keep track of all your customer communications in there. It's a phenomenal platform. We will go into it on another one of our lives, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because you're going to see a lot about it. You're going to see there's a lawsuit right now between ClickFunnels and High Level, and that's because they're saying that there's some crossover on how they develop the funnels, which is there's some irony there, because when you look at Russell Brunson, he actually talks about how to funnel hack. So he's upset that somebody funnel hacked his funnel. So that's just a little bit to put down there. And I really just, oh, sorry, I got distracted. My seat cushion's over there. When we look at High Level as a whole, we want to make sure that we are building a holistic ecosystem so that everything is tracked, everything is talking to each other. So you can create text workflows, you can create, which they call automations. You can create text automations or SMS automations. You can create email automations. You can send information out to your people that you're scheduling with. They can even schedule within it, the platform, and the forms can integrate from your website into High Level, whether it's a WordPress or not. There's a hard code and API, all that stuff. If you need help with that, we're here. We can help you with that. So you build from top to bottom. You can add your ads. You can talk into people who talk to you via your Google My Business. So you don't have to log into your Google My Business anymore. You can communicate to anybody who messages you on Facebook and Instagram. So you don't have to do that. You can email from this platform. So if I'm going to reach out to my clients, I can talk to my clients on this so that everything is tracked, all the data is tracked, and we're able to see where they are. Another thing that's pretty amazing is when you look under the contact, you can see how they came in. Where did they come in? Did they come in via an ad? Which forms did they fill out? How did they come in organically? And then where they've been on your site because of everything that we were able to track. when you build out a landing page, you can build out some amazing pieces to the landing page where you can create your VSLs and things like that. Obviously, you can tell I'm a fan. The other thing that we can add in there so that you're not sending your traffic to Linktree, we can actually create a version of Linktree in your site for you that has your domain, so it helps to build your authority and build your traffic. So it's a great way to regenerate the traffic, or not regenerate, generate traffic from your own cross promotion and backlinks. So there's some phenomenal things there. You can build workflows so that if somebody wants to schedule with you for strategy session, you can build out that workflow. You can build out, there's questionnaires that you can add to it, and everything happens with yes, no, all the, what is that called? My brain just left the building. There's logic that goes into creating workflows, landing pages, all that stuff. That's actually Monica's sweet spot in TDT. She is the queen and the go-to for funnels. So if you're watching this and you need some funnel help, please reach out to me and I can connect you with Monica. And then we can just get things rolling for you. So the logic that goes into emails in the sequencing and the funnels and the sequencing is what can really build your business. So if somebody comes in and they respond, they go to a yes. If they don't end up responding from the first response, it's a no. And then you can build out from there. I'm not going to go into full detail because that's kind of beyond my scope and I don't want to give you false information. So there's some great things you can do with funnels and logic to make your business function without you. And you don't need Zap to do that. That's something that can work internally. There's other things you can do with reputation management. You can track, you can even set up workflows to make sure you get those reviews, which I think are important. I've not been the best at getting them to go to, they send me reviews, but they don't necessarily send them to Google or send them to Facebook, which is where a lot of people are generating reviews, or LinkedIn is another one that people generate reviews on. So those are things that you can build up in the workflow so that you don't have to think about it, that once they hit a certain point, or if they do the final contract, a certain time amount after the final payment is in, they can send a review. If you are a podcast host or anything like that, you can actually build out podcast workflows so that you can have everything scheduled out, all the questionnaires filled out, all the things you need to make your podcast go live when it's supposed to go live. And you can communicate with the guest, and all you have to worry about is being present when the presentation is happening. And what else do we have going on? I mean, I could go on for hours on GoHighLevel. Oh, you can build scheduling platforms. You can build it out, or schedules for conferences. You can build a membership. You can do all your courses in there, so you don't have to have Kajabi and all of the other things. Now, if you have a workflow, I know one of my friends uses Flowdesk and it works perfectly for her. If you've got something that's working perfectly, don't change. If it's working the way you need it to and how you want it to, don't change what you're doing, because that's what's effective for you. And we don't want to stop the process. But if you're feeling stuck and you need to get some generation going for your marketing, we can get you into GoHighLevel. Then I said we use ClickUp. I love creating the tasking in ClickUp and the automations in ClickUp. It makes it a lot easier for me, so that when Anne, who is my VA, my right-hand lady, she gets a lot of that stuff done for me because we're able to communicate between Slack and ClickUp. And then also when Rick decides he's going to help us, because that's not always, when Rick decides he's going to help us, which is my husband, he knows where we're at on the tasks, and he can jump in and be with us and present without feeling like he is overdoing work or not doing enough work. So we know who's in which lane and how we can process them. And then we have, we use QuickBooks. Everybody uses a lot of us use QuickBooks. Novo, which is our bank. That bank is pretty amazing. So if you have the opportunity or need a bank for your small business, I would recommend it. I've been using them for 3 years now, so I'm pretty satisfied with what they have to offer. Slack is a go-to because you can communicate all day long with your team. WhatsApp I use that with a couple clients, and that's just because they're international. It's easier for them to use WhatsApp than possibly call or things like that. I actually use Google Voice for my phone number, so that way everybody doesn't have a direct line. They have a direct line to me, but it's not my personal phone, so I can create the separation between the two. really, when you get into it, the systems and processes are what make your business. So we were able to build out certain things in ClickUp that we can generate and cross communicate with HighLevel. We can also have HighLevel communicate to Slack and some other places so that we can stay ready and able to help clients where they are and meet them where they are, so that when they have an emergency, if it's an emergency we're marketing, we can help them. If it's something that we can pass on to the next day, we obviously will, because we want to create a good separation between your business and you. You have to have a boundary. If you don't have a boundary, it will run your life and you will not like your business. And if you're struggling with your business right now, Jennifer Down Coaching, one of my clients, is doing a business bliss challenge, which is based off of her book, Apple Stand. And I would recommend, it's a quick read. It's a good read, and it gives you a roadmap to falling in love with your business again. But if you're interested in joining that challenge, it's applestand.com, and you can get into the challenge. It starts on the 31st, I think. So please take a look at it. Let's see what we can do to help you fall in love with your business again. Again, systems and processes make things happen. You are the conduit to all of it, and make sure that you are doing what you need to move the needle forward and spend time working on your business, not just in your business. I hope you